what transformational steps do refiners need to take to sustain growth while simultaneously advancing their net zero ambitions?
So, very good afternoon to all. So, first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Malhotra for inviting me for this panel discussion. Now, coming to the question, basically, today refiners are facing dual challenges. The first one is they need to sustain growth to meet the growing energy demand of India, and which is going to be almost double by 2050. And the second thing is that simultaneously they have to achieve the net zero. So two types of basically transformations are required by the refiners. And the first one is the operational transformation to achieve the net zero. And this can be achieved with 4-5 things. Then the easiest thing is to basically enhance the energy efficiency. So that can be by achieving the operational excellence, intervention of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and digital twin. And then, of course, the process optimization to reduce the energy intensity of the different processes. And then second thing is to switch from that liquid fuel to gaseous fuel, maybe furnace oil to the CNG, to the methane-based fuel, so that will reduce the emission. And then from captive power to the basically that grid power, so that will also reduce the emission, and in long term basically also converting the all fuel furnaces to the electrical furnaces. And of course the hard to abate is that has to be achieved by the carbon capture and utilization and planting the trees, etc. And the second transformation, that is the molecule transformation to enhance the portfolio. So they need to maintain the profitability and while sustaining the growth. So the basically first thing is that the petrochemical demand, at least in India, is going to be triple by 2050. Currently it is about 40 million ton, and it is going to increase to 120 million ton. So the first thing is to, and currently if we see the total India's petrochemical intensity index is only 6. So, and that will be increasing maybe about 15% by 2030. So, seeing the demand of petrochemical, the first thing is to basically enhance the integration so that petrochemical and that is not only petrochemical, value-added petrochemical, they need to be maximized from the refinery. And second thing, because simultaneously they need to reduce that carbon emission, they need to meet the net zero target. Mostly oil companies have set their target in between from 2040 to 2050, and Indian Oil has set the target of 2046. So there is a need to basically integrate with renewable molecules. It may be the CBG, it may be the ethanol, it may be the sustainable aviation fuel and other renewable fuel. And as the penetration of EVs will be basically increasing in future, and currently it is something about 8%, so it will be increasing to 25% by 2030, and it may be about 50% by 2050. So whatever surplus petrol and diesel is there, so what to do with that? So that surplus stream can be basically utilized for value-added specialty chemicals, solvent to maintain the profitability of the refineries. And of course, the fourth thing is to maximize the circular economy, whether it is the recycling of the waste plastic, or it is the recycling of used lubricating oil, or it is the resource recovery from carbon management. So in essence, basically, we need to maximize we need to increase the petrochemical intensity. We need to increase the high value products like specialty chemicals, solvent, and other basically value added products. And same time, also increase the basically enhance or maximize the integration with the renewable feedstock also.